Hi everyone, how are you today? Today I will discuss how to write a research proposal. So sometimes you need to apply for some project, or you're writing your thesis, or you're writing some research paper. So definitely you need a research proposal. There are different stages of research proposal. So I will try to address each stage one by one. Okay, so before starting the research, you need a research topic. So this is very important. A topic should be of your choice, should be interesting, and you should have some prior knowledge about that topic. So choose an appropriate topic for your research and go through the literature related to that topic area. So this is the first stage, that you need some literature related to your research area, and go online. You can use different online directories and databases, and I have already discussed, and I will further discuss how to find literature related to your topic area. So that's the first stage. And the second stage is you need to define why this research is so important. What are the benefits of this research, and how you're gonna contribute towards your society, and this will be your selling point. You need to address why this research is so important. That's the second step. And then third step, you need to write, start from writing background of your topic area, and then background of your research by going through the literature, and then go to introduction part as well in this stage. And then define some objectives. What are your objectives and what are your questions? And here it comes the research problem, and you need to define what is the issue you want to address. What are you looking for? What are your objectives of this research? And then at this stage you will formulate some questions, research questions, and your research question should be very clear, well articulated, and it should be very specific about that research. If you are talking about some event, you need to define the time frame, and then you need to define the place, and you need to cover everything in one research question, or maybe 2 or 3 research questions, or maybe one larger general question, and then you can write sub questions of that general question. Okay, the next one is the research method. So this is a little bit tricky. You need to choose the right research method for your research. So you need to address this section in 3 stages. The first stage, in the first area, you will write the nature of your research, and what are the appropriate research methods for your research. And then after this, you need to address about your data collection, the methods of data collection. In this section, you will write what is your data, what are the sources of data, is it a primary data, or you will collect secondary data. So in this section, you will write about your data and the methods of data collection. For example, if you are doing some qualitative research, you will go for some interviews, or maybe some focus group discussion. And if you are doing some quantitative research, you will collect data through maybe survey research, or if you're going for some secondary data, you will collect data from census department, or some already collected data from governmental or non-governmental organizations. And in this section, method section, you will write a third part, which is data analysis part. You will tell people that how will you analyze your data which you have already collected. So research method section will have three parts. The first part, you will write the nature of research and you will write about the research methods, and maybe it's you can write whether it's a qualitative research and quantitative research or whatever, and maybe it's a mixed method research. And then in the second part you will write about the data collection method, and then third part you will write the methods of data analysis. And it is very important to justify why are you choosing this method and why are you choosing this data. So this is very important. You need to justify your choice. Okay, in the next stage you will tell people that what are the resources you have to carry on your research. For example, if you're going for some thesis and you have some support from your university, or you're doing some research from your organization and they have allocated resources for this research, and maybe you need to buy some software, or maybe you need to visit some place to collect the data. So everything you will write in this section. So what are the resources you have for this research? Another thing you need to address at this point, that what is your timeline of this research. For example, you will collect data in 6 months, and then you will analyze data in 3 months or so, and then you will write your full dissertation or your full research project or research report in 2 or 3 months. So you need to define the timeline of your research. Okay, this is very important. And then at the end you will have to actually address the ethical problems you will face, or maybe some hurdles, or maybe some kind of limitations you may face during this research, and this is called research limitations. And you need to define all those problems and limitations and hurdles you may face during this research. For example, if you want to collect data from a place where there is a war zone and you cannot go there, so you have conducted the telephonic interviews, and then you can define that, you can tell people that I have conducted telephonic interviews because I could not travel because this is war zone and there is a war going on in that area. So this kind of things you need to elaborate in your research. And for academic purposes, I must say that you need to explain what kind of theoretical perspective you're going to use, you're going to apply for your research. So you need to find some theory or theoretical background of your research. And if you are conducting research for some organization and it's not an academic activity, then you can go without some theoretical background. But I will suggest you should consider this even if you are not conducting any academic research. Another thing which is very important for research is citation. You need to identify which citation style you're going to use during your research. So suitable citation style, for example, if you're doing some social research, APA is very popular among social research. So you can say, okay, I'm going to use APA citation style throughout my research. Thank you. I think that's enough for now. and I will address these areas one by one in small videos. So stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.